At the moment, we have 6 persons in quarantine. All of the persons have been found to have either been crossing illegally from Guatemala. Then we have some that crossed illegally to Guatemala and were caught by the authorities. So everyone at this point, everyone coming from any point, any illegal point of entry is processed by immigration and the police, and then they are taken to a quarantine area, which for now for us is the sporting complex. We test them to see if for coronavirus. We're doing the testing as soon as they get here, as soon as the authorities are bring them here. We do the testing and then they're placed in a 14-day quarantine. No matter what the test result is, whether it's negative or positive, the 14-day quarantine has to be met, which means that anyone crossing illegally from another country or any Belizeans going across to another country at any illegal point of entry, they will be processed by the authorities, and then we as Ministry of Health will come in, do the swabbing, and ensure that they do a 14-day quarantine.
Doc, we know that Belize has been COVID-free. Many Belizeans now still have questions. Tell us about the threat. Does the threat still exist, and what measures should be taken?
Well, especially right now that the countries that surround us have increased the numbers of patients just over in Guatemala. They've been having over 150 patients per day in the past 4 days, which are not only in Guatemala City, they are sparse around the entire country. We have cases increasing in Honduras, and we have a very large increase in Mexico as well. So the threat for us, it's very real. And if people keep violating the laws and going over to these territories, then they increase the risk for us to have another positive case. So even though there's been easing of the restrictions so far, and we have been over 30 days COVID-free, the state of emergency still holds. We are still in a state where we're expecting at some point some positive case to pop up somewhere. So we have to be very vigilant, first of all, with persons crossing over to our country. We have to be very vigilant with people who are not adhering to the social distancing, to the use of the mask, to all of the recommendations that have been given, because we're still not in the clear.